So I got my Afromini in today. I got the D4R2. So I've made a little D4R2 Afromini sandwich. So this here is the bottom plate, and I've used pins. Like often I'll just, if I'm making a micro build, I'll just solder directly to the Afromini. But I've got pins here, and I've got this socket here, and then on the top side, I've got this plug here. Basically, so I can just separate the two halves, and there's not going to be wires in between. So yeah, that's just got the power and the 4 ESC wires. Basically, I'm going to put it together now, and maybe for the last time, though probably not, because somewhere around here I've got a minim floating about. So I'm thinking I'll probably install the minim, because then I get the voltage, then I get the timer, and I also get PID tuning on the go. So here we are, this build is now complete. So I've got the Rotorx quad blades on it now, so that's pretty cool. They give a lot of thrust compared to the rolling spiders. You can look at my other video if you're interested in exactly how much. Obviously less efficiency, but it's nice and powerful for its size, that's for sure. So I did end up putting a MicrominimOSD in it. The MicrominimOSD is just there, nice and kind of squashy in there. The VTX is an ET200. I cut off the SMA, or desoldered the SMA rather, and this antenna here is actually just a standard like rubber ducky. If you pull off the top of the rubber ducky, like so, you pull off the top, and then you can cut the whatever lead that's called, the coax lead, and you know, put a bit of heat shrink on the top just to protect it a bit, and then you've got a really lightweight antenna. So yeah, that's pretty good. This battery here is kind of my favourite that I've got anyway. So it's a 450 milliamp hour 6530C 3S. So that gives about 5 minutes flight time, but I guess if you're thrashing it, you're going to get less flight time, obviously, but you know, how I've been flying it, just kind of putting around, about 5 minutes. So there you go. Now I have uploaded this frame design to Armour 10 Quads. If anyone wants to buy it, I'll put a link in the description. So for the all-up weight of this little quad, we've got 154 grams, which is pretty light. Definitely feels different if you're used to flying a 250 quad. And my tune isn't perfect at the moment. You'll see from the video, I'll show you in a sec. But as far as thrust to weight ratio, each motor was making 139 grams of thrust, so that's 556 grams of thrust for all of the motors, for all four. And it weighs 154 grams, so that's about a 3.6 to 1 thrust to weight ratio. So it's obviously not as fast as, you know, most mini quads are, but as like a backyard flyer, it's really good, I think. It's perfect, in my opinion. Very happy with it. So I'll show you some footage now.